go right into it. Y'all know, man, the Meg situation, Tory Lanez situation, really is Tory Lanez situation if we really want to be real. You know what I'm saying? Meg is just more so she was a witness to the case, but y'all, Tory got bagged and tagged. You know what I'm saying? It was a shock to the internet, probably the world. I mean, I kept it realistic. I said, bruh, innocent, and I'm not saying I'm team whoever, but innocent people get locked up all the time. I'm just letting y'all know that a lot of people in the justice and in the system are innocent. I have a brother right now who is doing charges for something he did not do, literally. And I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm just saying people can be innocent. But the world erupted. Tiff was on it. You know what I'm saying? People was hating that she was just paying attention, to what's going on. But speak on how did you feel about the Tory Lanez? We're gonna say the Tory Lanez versus Meg case. You can speak on it.
So I'm gonna go back to when the shit first happened.
Okay.
Because this was it was for me. When everything first happened, and I was, you know me, I be on there, I be listening, I love figuring shit out. My favorite game is Clue. That shit is right over there. You know what I'm saying? I like figuring shit out. So once I heard everything in 2020, probably about August, I was like, yeah. What happened with Meg and Kelsey? Why are they beefing? And it was like no one had an answer. No one had nothing for Kelsey. And I was just like, Meg got shot and she was mad at her best friend. And like I said, as a female, there's never gonna be a time where I go out with my bitch and she get into it with her nigga or I get into it with my nigga in some way, somehow. My bitch ain't with me at the hospital. You get what I'm saying?
But also,
it was weird to me. So, huh?
Kelsey didn't go to the hospital.
Meg didn't want her in there.
Oh wow.
Kelsey was also handcuffed before they took Meg straight to the hospital. They had to uncuff her, and I don't know if she went to jail. I'm not going to even go into that, but I know she was handcuffed. Meg wasn't even. They took her straight to the hospital, but when she got to the hospital, she didn't want Kelsey there. But anyway, like the thing that had me was like, what happened between them? What was going on? That's when it started coming out that they apparently was both messing with him. So my thing was for a long time, because it didn't come out. I was like, who was messing with him first? She tried to ride on she was never messing with him. Meg.
You did say that in the interview, right?
She tried to say that she was never messing with him, but it was circulating that they both were messing with him. So I'm like, if they both were messing with him, I need to know who had him first, because that's how I'll know what's going on. I was like, because I got a plot, and I told motherfuckers this in August. I said, I got a plot twist for your ass. It's starting to sound like, I said, Kelsey had more motive. If we think about what happened, Kelsey had the motive. And this is the only reason why when the trial happened, I said, oh yeah, that's what happened. I knew this shit happened back in 2020 before all the evidence came out, before niggas went to jail, when motherfuckers thought I was just making shit up. So for them to go to court and tell the exact same story, the fuck that I guessed, only with specific details, you know what I'm saying? Kind of got me like, this is probably what happened, guys. Because I've been said that. I was like, man, if Kelsey liked the rap, because she came out with her little rap song, I'm like, if Kelsey liked the rap and Meg got put on, why wouldn't she be jealous? If Meg be pulling all the niggas and she just the background girl, why wouldn't? I said, I'm trying to tell you, when it came out, they got the arguing, and I ain't guess a fight, but I said they got the arguing, and I'm pretty sure Meg talked her shit and Kelsey wasn't feeling that shit.
And then it was a fight. But
man. See, and like I said, when it come out in the with the whole case stuff, the neighbor talking about we actually saw a fight. I'm like, damn, I thought it was just a verbal argument. No, that was that. And
it goes back. We can go back even further to 2020. I'm just thinking about when he was getting locked up. When he got locked up, the verdict. All I could think about, it was like a flashback for me. I had a flashback for him, but it was me. I thought about quarantine radio. I thought about everything. I said, dog, life come at you fast as a mud, because, bro, we was just on quarantine radio. The Weeknd was just telling him to put a demon on. You know what I'm saying? He was just telling Tory put a demon on. Then they was going whatever. Then we got to the moment where it happened. And then we got to this. I'm like, bro. And I'm gonna be keeping a buck. Academics has been talking about this on his streams for like 2 years. I've been they got into a tussle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
He been said it low key.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, they got into it. They got into a tussle, and I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You go to, first of all, Meg was all, they said when they was at the joint, when Tory popped about the pool, Kylie was on his line. You feel me? Because she wasn't rocking with Travis. It was kind of like, hey, because you know Tory Lanez pressed Travis Scott before?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's actually
that little motherfucker be going on.
So no, he definitely got the Napoleon syndrome.
Yes, I do, and I ain't gonna lie, that's what went against him in this shit.
So look, he pressed Tory. He talking to Kylie. He like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She feeling him. Meg exposed her hand that they was doing whatever, and that's what hit Kylie with her little spidey sense. Like, oh, why you tripping off? Cuz you feel me? I think they got into the car, they got into the argument, whatever, got into a tussle, got in the car, they got out. I think Meg was getting the best of her. You feel me?
I know she was. Meg is huge. I didn't know Kelsey was so small.
She was hitting her with the minkers, and next thing you know, she said, fuck it. I'm about to just grab the gun. Fuck it.
I'm gonna shoot this up. And this is the no. This is what I told people back in 2020 when everything happened. They was like, what the fuck? Why would a girl go grab the gun? I said, them bitches from Texas.
That's all they do is have guns.
That's all they do. Them bitches is from Texas.
And honestly, I think at the time, to be real with you, and this was a theory I got from another female that you know, it's like you wouldn't think when she said her back was turned, if it was right, which they said, you wouldn't think your best friend shot you.
Oh, I already know how that shit went.
Megan, it's no way. It's no way my bitch shot at me. It's no way. It had to be him.
That's all it was. And I told people that. Yeah, that's all it was.
It had to be him.
She don't want to believe that.
She didn't want to.
Because I'm gonna tell you what it was. Megan did what she did and she stepped off. Kelsey went in one of their bags because I don't think it was fucking Tory's gun. It was one of theirs. Went in the bag, grabbed that motherfucking shot. One time he went over there and grabbed it on some Napoleon complex shit. Just thinking he's Superman, shot it in the air instead of taking the fucking clip out. Mine in the right place. I just don't know heart in the right place. I just don't know what you were thinking. Because you could have simply just took the clip out and threw that motherfucker. Because ultimately he was trying to unload the gun so he wouldn't have to worry about the gun later. Because if he'd have just got it out of her hand and threw it, then it would have been a tussle later on. You get what I'm saying? But if you empty the clip, okay, that was smart. But the neighborhood you're in, bro, like this isn't a movie for two. Like
it's not. Look. I'm not.
What do you think this is? And that's why I was like,
he's not street smart, man. That was dumb.
And that's why I was like, too. So that's why I said I ain't team no motherfucking body. And I do believe that he should appeal just off the strength of it's not right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that Kelsey is definitely the one who went and got the gun with the intent to shoot Meg. Ultimately, y'all locked up the nigga who, let's just say, this is what I told people and no one had shit to say. I said, let's say the story is Tory went out there and he grabbed it. Kelsey really grabbed the gun and this, that, and the third. Let's say Tory would have never got out of the car.
We could have been saying R.I.P. God forbid. You feel
got shot for real. You hear me? Like,
right. And I saw, you had put your piece on it, and my boy Remy, like I said, I rock with Remy, but he definitely
I love a good debate.
He definitely trying to have a good debate, but he didn't play fair because I don't know, because he I don't know.
He did what the prosecution did. He went the typical emotional route, and I don't have sympathy for that shit.
And I sent him the post and was like, hey. You trying to go back, like kind of trying to like, hey, like I said something about it. I was like, oh, you going back and forth with Tiff? Oh, nah. And he was like, he came from a house where it was DV, it was domestic violence or whatever. And I'm like, I said, hey, then you spoke on your piece. Then speak on it, speak on your piece, do your piece. But you know what I'm saying, like, I like I said, I'm team nobody, but I know people.
I take facts for what they are. I take facts for what they are. And I just feel like I said, ultimately this was Meg's fault, if you ask me, because she was just feeling herself too much and drinking too much.
And she wasn't
doing anything.
She wasn't.
That's all it was.
But look,
because we could say so much stuff, but at the end of the day, you have been doing what you was doing. And you know what I'm saying? Basically carrying Kelsey like that, because I'm gonna say it, that's what it was. You was treating Kelsey just like a little assistant, little side man, like that wasn't your friend for real. Shorty was starting to feel some type of way, like it. It all came around. Everybody, all of this shit that everybody was bubbling up, that shit just came to a head one night. That's why I was like, for real, Kelsey. And this is what's wild because Renee, she was really on the Meg thing. So she knew all of the people she was hanging out with. She knew all of that. I'm talking to her and I'm like, yeah, the more I listen to this case, it's giving Kelsey knows something about covering shit up and like media training. She know how to talk. I was like, she just know what to do. Renee said, oh, that's what she went to school for. I said, how the fuck would I know that?
Come on, man.
How would I know that?
When you just said that, I said I was just about to say a tip, and they some college girls, so you know you know what you're doing, and you know, the whole time she married to somebody that in Meg's old label she beefing with, so it's just some weird stuff going on. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna keep it at this. You know, the verdict was the verdict. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Tory gonna have to do what he had to do, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Megan Stallion, whatever, she got justice for herself. Whatever y'all think, theories y'all think, that's this is what actually happened. But if the facts are the facts and you believe the facts are the facts, stand on that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I feel like Meg didn't get justice for her. I feel like the motherfucker who ultimately wanted to shoot her is still free. That's how I feel. That's why I said I ain't team nobody. It ain't no, oh, Tory ain't do it. Because like I said, the prosecution went about it the wrong way. They went about it the emotional way. They were going to prosecute this man because he shot a black woman instead of trying to figure out who the fuck really shot her.
Man, and we'll leave it at that and just say Rock Nation did it. But listen, that's not, nah, let me not joke that. But man, we talked about the gossip stuff. We talked about everything.